What's going on, guys? My name is Restless Corpse, and welcome to FTL. FTL is an awesome space game where you're trying to outrun the rebels because you have like information on how to destroy their flagship or whatever. And so you got to fly through all these systems to get back to Federation space and ultimately take down that rebel flagship. So we're gonna do this a very specific way. There are 8 sectors. And we're going to do 1 sector a day for a week, except for the first 2. We're going to do 1 and 2 in one episode, and then each subsequent episode will be a sector. And I got this idea from a guy who runs a channel called Kyle Blaine Plays, and it's a really cool idea, and I think that we can have a lot of fun with it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So, I've played it a few times. I remember buying it back when it first came out, and I played it for a while, and I wasn't very good at it, so I kind of put it on the back burner because it is a roguelike. So, I mean, it's tough. Depending on, like, it's all random. So, depending on, like, the setup that you get, it could be really, really tough. You could just kind of get shafted on, you know, spawns and what weapons you can find and stuff like that. So, this is the first ship that you get. This is the Kestrel. I also unlocked the Taurus way back when I bought it. I think it was like a year or 2 years ago, something like that. I don't remember how I unlocked that, but I did. But we're going with the Kestrel here, and to get layout B, we need to get 2 of these. Now, I have this one because I had 6 unique aliens on the Kestrel. So we need to try and get 11 system installed or repair back to full health when it only has 1 HP. This one's going to be pretty tough to do, so we might end up going for this one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the ship and kind of get some idea of what's going on here. But well, before that, we're going to be playing it on easy because, like I said, I'm not the greatest at it just yet. I've never actually beaten the game. I've gotten all the way to the end a few times, and the flagship always blows me up. We're also going to be disabling the advanced edition content because this was added way after I bought the game, and I don't know what's actually in it. So we're going to go ahead and keep that disabled for now. Maybe in subsequent playthroughs we'll enable that and try and figure some stuff out. All right, so let's look at the modules on the ship here. We've got O2. This is pretty self-explanatory. It fills your ship with oxygen. Very important. We've got the engines. The engines kind of, if we look down here, it and it's like gives you dodge chances. So upgrading it, making it faster. If you look over on the right, you get, you know, higher dodge and higher FTL spooling. This will be your, right here is your weapon systems, and you know, it lets you power more weapons. Also, having a guy in there, well, having a person in each module like upgrades the performance. Having a person in here makes your weapons recharge a little faster. We've got the med bay here. You send dudes there when they're hurt, and it, you know, fills their health back up. We got your shields down here. That shield. So for every like, if you look over on the right, every 2 pips that you put in it will give you an extra shield barrier. Having a guy in there just reduces the time it takes to recharge your shields. This is your sensors. Upgrading that allows you to like see the modules on another ship. If you upgrade it once, you actually get to see where the people are on the ship. And if you upgrade a 3rd time, you can see their weapon charge. And I guess the 4th time is enemy power use, but I've never seen that. Your doors here, just kind of the strength of the doors. If this module goes down, you cannot remotely close doors or open doors, but your guys can still walk through them. And then this is your piloting. That also increases your dodge chance. And you have to have somebody in there to actually make an FTL jump. So let's go ahead and start. Now, as I said, we have vital information of the Rebel fleet. I'm not going to be reading all of those because there's a lot of them and a lot of them repeat. But I'm going to send Gracie over here into... Oh, I have it paused. I'm going to send her into the shield area because for the first couple sectors, I kind of feel like shields are a little bit more important than dodging. Because a lot of enemies only have like 1 weapon or 2 weapons that only fires once, something like that. So you want to keep your shields up. Each hit will take a shield down. And then if, like, we have the burst laser here, which we need to power, actually. And we're going to take power out of that, put it in there. the burst laser fires 3 times, so the first hit, if all 3 hit, the first hit will take out the shield, and then the other 2 hits will hit somewhere on the ship, wherever you choose. So let's go ahead and swing into the game here. And we've got 2 stores right off the bat. We're going to ignore this one. Okay, so basically you always start on this side. You need to get down to the exit. The exit is, you know, randomly placed around here. The key to the game is trying to hit as many of these systems as possible before you before you go to the exit, so that you can get a whole bunch of scrap and do quests and stuff like that. But the entire time that you're doing that, the Rebel fleet is advancing across the map. So you have to stay, you know, ahead of the Rebel fleet, but also try and get to the exit. Now, there's a store here that we could go right into, but we've only got 30 scrap, and I don't think there's actually anything you can buy with 30 scrap. So what we want to do is we want to hit a couple of these nodes before we hit the store. So I think to plot our course, I believe what we're going to do is we're going to swing around here and then go down to the store. We're going to hit these 2 and then take the bottom path to the exit. So let's go ahead and get right into this unvisited location. So there's nothing here. That was kind of a waste, so we'll hit the next one. Alright, so we've got an enemy ship. This is an unmanned scout ship. It's got shield. A lot of them don't have shields. Also, because it's unmanned, generally there's no oxygen, but that'll come into play later. So let's go ahead and tear this ship up. Now I'm not going to be using my Artemis missiles. Why am I missing power here? Well, whatever. I'm not going to be using my Artemis missiles because I've only got 8 and I need to save them for the end. Or, you know, emergencies. But for some reason I can't power that. But we'll figure that out. Anyway, let's go ahead and pop a burst laser right on this the weapon system, so we can take that out and then we'll start knocking those shields around. Not too worried about that. Oh, that did do damage. And it took out my weapons. What the hell? Alright, well, let's put an Artemis missile over there anyway, then. Alright, cool. There we go. So he just had to repair the weapons. I don't know why that is gone. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, so his shields are down. They're not broken, but they're down. So it's just going to keep putting some lasers into that. There we go. Took that ship right out. And you get, you know, all kinds of spoils when you do that, so. Now we have 51 scrap. It's still not a whole lot for this store, but we're going to jump down to the store anyway. And we can, well, I mean, I could buy an NG. Otherwise, there's not really anything that's all that great. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this NG crew member. And I'm going to take him, and I'm going to put him in the engines. He is going to be our engineer. Now, I didn't look, so I could be remembering this incorrectly, but I believe NG get like a bonus to repairing things, so that's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and get to the next sector. I can probably hit this one, because they're advancing, but not that quickly. So I'm going to hit this one, and we'll go that way. Alright, so there's a civilian ship with a pirate chasing it. We're going to aid that civilian ship. First thing we're going to do is try and bust their weapon systems. The reason I do that is because they've only got one uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, this could be a problem. So this is what we're going to do. Because NG actually kind of suck at combat, I'm going to get him way the hell over here. And then I'm going to open these doors. Try and vent the oxygen to kill this guy. Because he's got a... Oh, wait, you know what? Instead of that, we're going to put him here to add a little bit to the door strength. So he's actually got to fight the doors to get out while he's suffocating. And that should get him killed pretty quick. And then when he's dead, we'll close the doors. We'll wait for the oxygen to... Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so we're going to close these doors, wait for the oxygen to refill, and then throw this guy back over there. There we go. Get him back in there to get that boost to evasion. All the while just keeping their weapons down so that they can't fire back at us. And when they only have one shield and you have a burst laser that fires 3 times, I don't really need to go for their shields. Borman. Who is Borman? Borman's the weapon guy. I don't know why he's hurt. But he is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a pip out of there. Get our spoils. And then the civilian ship also gave us some stuff for saving him. So we took it out of the engines. We're going to put it in the med bay and then send him over there to get some health. I believe Jax also needs some health. So we'll send him back over there because he's full. Jax will take a breather and then go back on over there. I don't remember if I saved it, so I'm manually moving him, and then I'll just save again just to be sure. All right, so let's move on. We'll swing here. Yeah, we'll swing here, and then we'll go. We'll have to go up, so we can't go to this one. No one hails my ship, so this is an empty sector. Hit this one. And it's another civilian ship being pursued by pirates. Alright. So let's tear those weapons up. Hopefully... Oh, they don't have a teleporter, so I'm not going to have to worry about boarding. There we go. Let's take those... I'm going to target the shield system unless I see that they're repairing. Then I'll fire some more at the weapons here. There we go. And we'll just keep it on the weapons. I mean, the next volley is going to kill them because they don't have shields. So if all 3 hit, or if even 2 hit, it'll blow them right up. There we go. And these are all super easy fights. Oh, he gave me a hull smasher laser. Excellent. And some more scrap. So this does... it fires 2 shots just like the... Well, 2 shots instead of 3, I guess, but we can't use this just yet because we need to get another pip in our weapon systems, and then we need to get another power bar, which I could probably do both. Yeah, I could definitely do both, but I'm not going to do that just in case we run into a shop. When we get closer to the exit, then I'll do it. We'll see. Oh, Federation sympathizers gave me some scrap and a combat drone Mark II. So we're going to hold on to that, but I'm going to get rid of that and put it back in there. So we need that evasion. And we're staying pretty far ahead of them, and this is a long jump, so we're probably going to be able to hit both of these. Possibly all 3. We'll see. Alright, so we've got pirates, as usual. And of course they don't have a teleporter, so we're not worried about boarding. So we're gonna tear into their weapon systems, and then their shields, if we can keep those weapons down. They hit us with that laser right before our shields came back up, so we took an extra point of hull damage. But it's not that big of a deal. We're gonna stay on there. Okay, they're trying to surrender. And generally, I would not accept the surrender because you get a little bit more for blowing them up. But they're also giving me a small bomb, which I can sell for more scrap. So I'm going to accept their offer and let these guys go. All right. So I'm going to hit this one. And depending on how close they are, we might have to go to the exit or we might be able to hit one more system before we jump out. Alright, finally after months of waiting, someone's fallen into our trap. Well, I don't know how to tell you this, guys, but I'm not trapped here with you, you're trapped here with me, as the saying goes. Oh, they got a missile, though. That sucks. So missiles will go right through shields, they ignore shields, and they do a decent amount of damage. I'm not a big fan of them. Especially when they're actually managing to hit every single time with them. But their weapons are down. Let's go after the shields. Got him repairing our O2 because we're rapidly losing oxygen. Alright. Now, this time, they're kind of offering me meager crap there. So we're not going to accept that surrender. We are going to destroy these guys utterly and completely. The next shot will kill them if their shields don't go back up. Excellent. See, we got loads more scrap that time. That is excellent right there. All right. We have plenty of time. We're going to hit this one and then go down to the exit. All right, an unmanned scout ship again. It is trying to get away. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to use a missile on the FTL. So I've got my burst lasers attacking, actually should be attacking that. And the missile is going to go through the shields and hit their engine to stop their FTL. Because if they jump away, then I get nothing. There we go. All right, so now I'm not going to bother hitting using another missile because it's busted, so they can't jump away. Or it can't jump away. There we go. And just, you know, for good measure, we'll take this guy out. I mean, it's going to blow it up, but whatever. Excellent. All right, now we're moving on to the exit. Sometimes there's stuff in the exit, sometimes there isn't. And it looks like this time there is. All right, let's intervene and defend that outpost because we're going to get scrap from this, and the outpost might give us something. Let's take out that weapon systems first. And this guy can't do anything to me unless my shields are down. Of course, they took my shields down right before it attacked. So let's get that drone down because the beams actually do a nice amount of damage to the hull. All right, excellent. I am going to send this guy in there to fix, or two of them, to fix that up. So that we don't have to wait after we blow them up. Alright, everybody go back to where you belong. And this should take it down. Excellent. We've got that, and then the outpost gives us even more stuff. This is fuel, missiles, and scrap. So fuel is very important. Each time you jump to a different sector, it takes one fuel. So let's go ahead and go to this nebula. Nebulas are cool because the nebulas, when you're in them, slow the advance of the Rebel fleet. Well, not this time because the Rebel fleet was prepared for the nebula in this sector, so it won't be as effective as hiding spot. But it's still good though. So we're gonna hit this, swing over there, down there, and just go kind of along the long route here. And depending on how fast the Rebel fleet is, we might be able to hit even more. So let's get to it. So while you're in a nebula, your sensors don't really work, and sometimes there's an ion storm which halves your power, which kind of sucks. But this transgression will be overlooked. Next time, humans all die. Well, there won't be a next time because I'm going to destroy the hell out of you right now. So as you can see, I can't even see in my own ship because my sensors are all busted. But we're going to take this guy down just like everyone else. Oh, that beam sucks though. Alright, the beam's down, so we don't have to worry about it. And he is repairing. They hit us right in the cockpit. Alright. We're going to need to take that weapon system down. Luckily, they just got it up. Oh, I guess I was wrong. There we go. See ya. Alright, cool. Let's swing out here for a second. Alright, civilians being chased by pirates. Let's do it. He's also got a beam and an ion, it looks like. Oh, so this is a Zoltan shield. It's got this bar here. We have to take this bar all the way down before we can even actually damage the shields. But we're still going to aim for the weapon system there. Even a missile won't go through the Zoltan shields, but it'll do considerable damage to it. But we're not going to waste our missiles on it. So their beam doesn't do anything as long as you have shields. But this thing, the ion, kind of screws up your system. So you can see my shields are blinking. They won't go back up until that ion thing wears off. So now that beam is actually doing considerable damage. Oh. Looks like we had to do that because they took our damn burst laser down. But this fight, still not worried about it. Although we are going to have to find a shop at some point and repair our hull. But we got them on the run now. The weapon systems are down. Shields are down. Go after that weapon systems one more time. Hopefully we can get this up before they react, or they'll just blow up. I'm not sure how that happened. They must have had a fire or something. So let's contact... Oh, they gave us another NG. That's cool. Hello, sir. Are you good at anything? No, you are not. All right, cool. So we're going to take this NG, and we're going to put him right here to upgrade our sensors, because while it's manned, as you see, it effectively gives it another level. And I'm going to have him like bounce back and forth between the two. If we get boarded, we'll send him over here to man the doors. Speaking of the doors, we're also going to level them up so that when he goes to it, it'll be the maximum. It'll be like extra blast doors or whatever they're called. Right now we have blast doors. If we swing them up there, they become improved blast doors. So let's get them down there. And since we do have a nice amount of scrap, let's see if we can get this hull laser working. I would have to get rid of my Artis missile, which isn't a problem, really. Because I don't want to use it, to be honest. So let's go ahead and do that and that. And we'll take this hull laser, put it there. Get rid of that. And there we go. So now we've got a 2-shot and a 3-shot. So it's 5 shots we can shoot at a ship. Let's move on. Move back into the nebula. Nothing here. Alright. We're going to stay in the nebula just to keep this thing going real slow. Alright, Federation ships hiding in the nebula. Blah, blah, blah. Mechanic, they fade into the nebula. We're going to attempt to follow them. And we found them, and we got a Zoltan. Zoltans are really cool because while they're standing in one of these like nodes, they'll give me an extra power from their body. Like their body can power things. So we're going to send him over here and try and get that extra pip. So now we can power this just because he's standing in a thing that give me extra power. Alright, moving on. Also, they explode when they die. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool for boarding. Nothing here. But here is a store. So because they're still really far away, I'm going to hit this before I hit that store. Just to try and get a little bit more scrap. Alright, a rebel ship. We're going to chase them. And we're going to tear them up. They've got a lot of hull, though. But it's okay. I'm not worried. They do have a beam and what looks like just a laser. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I have 2 weapons now. Alright. So normally I would be... actually, I'm going to do that. So what I want to do is wait until they're both charged, fire them all at once, so it does the maximum damage, because sometimes the shields will come up between volleys. So there we go. Yeah. Alright. We're good. So you see their doors opening and closing. It's because they're sending people in to fix things. Well, I mean, I could accept and my shots will miss, or I could just not accept and they will definitely die. So let's do that because I want to get a little bit more. Oh, whoops. Alright, well, I was clicking it just to see if it would give me any details on that, but apparently we accepted their surrender. What else? Let's get out of here. Alright, back to the store. We can get one of these guys. These guys are cool because they, if you look up in the upper right, telepathic powers reveal rooms and life forms, even when sensors are down. So that's pretty cool, but let's see what else they have. Well, I need this stuff, because remember, I'm looking to put 11 systems on my ship, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to buy 3 things. which, first of all, the crew teleporter is really good. Also, the drone control will allow me to use my drones. So let's buy the crew teleporter for now. And then fix up the hull. I believe I also have an S-bomb. Remember, I was going to sell that. And we'll keep the combat drone. Oh, it requires 4 power. Alright, well, I'm going to sell that then. Because I'm not putting 4 power to it. But that would also allow me to buy this drone control. So now, I only need 1 more system in my ship to unlock the next ship. So, as much as I'm still trying to beat this on this run, I'm also this is kind of a run to try and get me a better ship. But it might work out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we only need 1 more. 1 more system to get the thing. So I can't use my crew teleport at the moment, and I don't really have anybody that's great at combat anyway. But let's go ahead and power it once, because we don't need the med bay right now. Everybody's full. And that'll be, you know, we'll get to that when we find a ship that we can actually board and destroy. But we still have plenty of time, so I'm going to go the long way around to get to this. All right. All right, well, we've got a pirate. I didn't... Oh, we're in the nebula, so I can't see into their ship. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for me to send my guys over there anyway. So let's just go ahead and blast them like usual. Well, let's wait until the weapons are all powered up. Oh, I've got intruders. Okay. So I'm going to assume, since I didn't see them... Okay, they're down there. So let's open these doors and try to get them suffocated. And move him into there. There, now we got improved blast doors. That dude is definitely going to die. Alright, here we go. Oh, yeah. Alright. Okay. Nope, he's still alive. Wow, he actually got through. I think he's totally dead. So let's close these. And we have our weapons up. Let's go ahead and fire an entire volley at the shields. Now they're trying to get away. Not too worried about that. They don't have shields, so we're just immediately going to fire it and kill them with the burst laser. Excellent. 22 scrap. Could be worse. More pirates. Let's do it. Alright, once again, we're going to wait for them both to be set and then fire an entire volley at stuff. I'm going to fire the burst laser first at the shields. There we go. Excellent. And we'll just keep it going. Don't need to wait for him this time. Hmm, 6 missiles. I don't know. 6 missiles is pretty good, but we're going to ignore their pleas for now and take them down. Oh, the whole laser will finish the job. There we go. And we got an ion blast out of it. Excellent. So Jax needs to go get a little attention in the sick bay. There we go. Oh, and I should probably save their positions as well, because I might end up moving Remo around. Alright. Moving on. Nothing here? Alright. We're gonna hit this one, swing over to that one. And I can't hit the exit from there, so we're just gonna have to skip that one and go to the exit. We should have done it the other way just in case, because it would be further away from this, but it looks like we're okay. We need some fuel, though. We're running low on fuel. Oh, we're in a plasma storm. Okay, so what don't we have powered? We have our shields, and we have the hull laser. I'd rather have the burst laser. And if we take... No, we don't have any extra pips. So, burst laser it is. I could probably... Yeah, I want to get rid of that. I don't know how to do it. Let's put the ion blast over there. Okay, so we have an ion blast that we're going to fire first, and then the burst laser right after. But at least we got our shields. That's good. So as soon as our burst laser is ready, there we go. Cool, cool. We're going to keep the ion blaster, or, well, I guess we didn't really need to. Because something happened, like, I've been noticing that a lot lately. So let's get that. Why not? Alright, they're trying to get out of here, but I already hit their engines with the ion blast. I have to do it again. There we go. Toasted. Cool, we got some fuel. Why don't... Oh, I don't have any power to my engines, so we're going to have to get rid of this. There we go. Now we can get out of here. Alright, nothing here, so we're going to repower everything. Move that back around. No, there we go. No, stop it. What? Oh, the Artemis. Okay. So now we're all set up. I have a fire here for some reason. So I need you to get out of there. And then we're just going to open these doors. But we're all good to set off out of this system to the next system. Or the next sector to Sector 3. So we did 1 and 2. So that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow we're going to get to Sector 3, and then from there we're going to do a sector a day until we either get to the end or we die. So, let's say I die in Sector 3, then you guys won't have to see me again until next Friday. But it's always going to be Friday, 1 and 2, and then 1 for the next 7 days, or 6 days, or whatever. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.